Hey guys, so the second recipe from, well, let's call it a mini series because I'm baking 4 today. I thought I was baking 5. I said in the previous video that I was making 5 today, but 1 I'm going to do tomorrow morning. But, well, you have to wait till the last video to see which one that is. But I'm doing a porter cake from the Irish Teatime recipes. Porter was a type of stout widely used all over the British Isles for cooking, as well as drinking, and was sometimes known as the working man's pint. In Ireland, Guinness, first brewed in 1759 in Dublin, is now usually used when making this rich fruit cake. So, the thing now is, I have the cake that I made for the previous video still on my counter, because this cake needs to be at 180 Celsius too, and the previous one was for an hour and this one needs 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I'm going to make this and then put them both together in the oven and then grab the other one out early. Yeah, it's going to be alright. Anyways, I did the oven, cream, butter and sugar together. So I've got butter and sugar. It says brown sugar, and I looked at another recipe that said light brown sugar. So I think for this recipe I need to, this thing is bothering me, I need to have the dark brown for this one. So butter and sugar, and I chopped up my butter. So that's it. I think this bowl is too small. Oh. And I have these gloves still here, and I'm, like I said in the previous video, this is not a really good mini series for the environment because I'm using a lot of these. So I thought let's knead them together first and then go in with the wooden spoon or something to see. I already have everything. I need a bigger one. Let's put this in here. This one is just a tiny bit bigger. Like this. I think this is going to be a bit better. So let's just cream this together. I'm not sure, maybe the way I'm doing it right now is way better than using a water spoon. And this one, it says, well, it didn't really say, but I think this one is better using a mixer to make it light and fluffy. But I don't even have to sieve the flour, so the light and fluffy is a good thing, but not really that much necessary. Let's take off the glove, get my wooden spoon to do some more, well, I won't say heavy work, but and then I have to go in with the egg. I think beat in the eggs a little at a time. I have 1 egg because I'm doing half a recipe for this one. I think the recipe that I'm filming tomorrow morning and the previous one, I'll do the full recipe, and the other 3 I'm doing only half because it would be too much. I'm not sure. I think let me count real quick. Me and the boyfriend, my grandmother, my mom, my brother and his girlfriend. Why end with his family? 10 people. Do I forget anyone? I think there were 10 people, so yeah, I want to give everybody a taste. That's the thing. The last one are, I think, individually cake, so I have to need at least 10. So maybe I have to even double it. Maybe I'm going to grab my whisk to whisk in the last bit of the egg. Over here. Oh, what's it? And then, oh, I do have to sift the flour. Why did I read it. And I think I completely went over the sifting of the flour part. So let me do some magic. So I think I'm going to do this in here, and then yeah, bit is going to go next, it doesn't matter, and then this here. And then I really love the silicone whisk, but it's so bendy that sometimes it's not really helping. I've got raisins everywhere. Going to use later. Let's just. What do I? Oh, that wasn't. I need a smaller sieve, I think. So I can keep it all in my bowl. Sifted baking powder. I also have 1/4 of oh wait, I put it in some water. It was wet over there, so let's do. Can you see this spot? The wet spot. Baking powder. Sifted flour, baking powder, and spice. Oh yeah, I needed spice. 1 teaspoon, so have a teaspoon of mixed spice. So smells so nice. I love mixed spice. My oven was ready, so everything can go in. Mixed spice. Let's give this a stir. So this, I think this is going to be more wet because I have to add Guinness. The first one was dough, so I think it's going to be more of a no, that's not the one I was looking for. It says saffron cake. I just made it, and my mind was like, was I making a cake or did I make bread? Because it looks more like bread, but yeah. Hold it, and then add the Guinness. So I've got 140 milliliters of Guinness. I wanted to say I gave the can to my boyfriend, but it's still here. He's going to drink it, and I only can get, I think right now, the can. So have your opinion of that. So the Guinness is in. Stir it first, and then I think I'm going to use the whisk in a moment. Let's break up the bigger pieces first. Yeah, like this. I think I'm up late tonight to clean everything. It's pretty wet though, so meanwhile stir in fruit and lemon rind. So I've got lemon rind from 1 lemon. That's which now that it's in, it's a tiny lemon, but not really big lemon. So I used that, but it says rind of a lemon, so grated. That's in. Let me grab my silicone spatula to get it out from them. And now it says raisins and sultanas. And I always keep messing them up. I do have a picture on my phone. I'll show it what I found, the difference between sultanas and raisins. It's like a picture and then a word beneath it. I know that, I think, no I don't know, these are currants and those are made from, well, is the berry a currant too? Like, raisins are from grapes. It confuses me. Anyway, I've got 175 grams of raisins or sultanas or whatever you call these. Because you have this one and then you have the yellow ones. I'll add the picture. I have it saved on my phone. So let's combine this. It's really wet dough. So I made a mistake. I have to make the whole recipe now. I did the full amount of Guinness and the rest I have. So yeah, I'm going to make the whole recipe. Anyway, I will speed it up. I think I'm keep filming and speed it up so you can see my mistakes. Okay, I think I'm back on track. It was such a stupid mistake. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be okay. I'm glad I caught my mistake on time and not just poured it in my tins. But the thing is, I put the other one in the oven because, well, I think basically I was afraid of time. But now that this is this much, I'm not sure how. I think I needed that one. And I prepared these two. So let's just see how far I come by filling these two with that mixture. So let me grab my cup. So about 1 cup. Oh, in the first one. Oh, I think I can do it in these two. But then I think I have to, yeah, well, the plan was to do it in these two anyway, or in one of these two. And then have the time. I think I could was better used to use the half a cup. I think I talk about it every time. I try to keep my videos as short as possible, just to keep it interesting. Maybe you don't want to. I always think people don't want to hear me talk all the time and messing things up. So, and I know my attention span is not that long either, so yeah. But these videos, because I'm filming it, well, I'm starting the one while the other isn't done yet. I have no idea how long these videos are going to be. I know I'm making mistakes. I'm already making mistakes. But I think these two are okay. I put a timer on the computer so I can keep track on which one is in the oven. Okay. I know I'm licking my fingers all the time. I'm sorry if you think it's gross. Force of habit, I think. I'm going to wash my hands now. Anyway, it's family. And that's maybe one of the reasons I can't go professional, because it keeps going to be homemade, you know. Anyway, these are going to be in the oven. Let me grab. The other one needs 48 minutes left, so I'm going to just put them with that one. Keep an eye on everything. And yeah, this one says oak. If it gets too brown, cover the top with kitchen foil and then cool completely. If desired, this part I didn't read yet, because now I wish I did. Well, maybe no, it didn't correct my mistake. It says if desired, this cake can be fed halfway through storing time with a little bit Guinness. Unwrap the cake, pierce a few holes in its base with a fine skewer and pour over a dessert spoon of Guinness, leaving for 40 minutes before wrapping. Well, I'm not going to do that because it's going to the family gathering tomorrow. Tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to clean up because I think I need a lot of equipment for the other two. One to make today. The other one needs to be in the morning. And then we're going to have brunch, I think. So I don't have a lot of time in the morning. But yeah, that's where we are now. Anyway, see you soon. My 2 border cakes are out of the oven too. And he smells so spicy. And a bit of the Guinness. So I'm curious. So let's give this a try. I'm eating so much today. I think I could taste a hint of the Guinness, but so sweet. I don't know. It's very tasty, but something off too. I hope this is not a sign that it's just not my day and then all 5 are going to be not my taste, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, yeah, I have made better cakes. Like I said, it isn't bad. The taste isn't bad. And the texture is very good, better than the first one. Better than the saffron cake. But yeah, not for me. The first one, the second cake, I was like, I think I made a mistake with the yeast. But the porter cake is just, this porter cake, I think I've made better porter cake in the past. Anyway. Hope you enjoyed listening to my ranting. There's going to be more. So, yeah, hopefully see you soon. Bye bye.